I think I want to paint my Glock.
What's up, trekkers? We're back.
Oh.
Okay guys, so today we're going to be painting my 19X. We're gonna repaint the Surefire. We are not gonna paint the RMR because I like when the gun's painted and it has a black RMR. I think it looks cool. And we're gonna be doing that with the Rust-Oleum camouflage paints. We got our green, tan, and brown here. And to cover up Surefire lens, RMR, things like that, gonna use a painter's tape. Pretty simple setup. Basically, the idea here is to not try too hard for M81 because if I try, I know it won't look like M81. But we're gonna spray a bunch of colors on it and do a little splotching, a little bit of striping maybe, and see how it goes. If you're curious about what you need to cover, I'm gonna go over that as soon as I'm done. YouTube doesn't want you to see how that goes, so I'll show you the end product and then show you what the paint process looks like. Okay, so that took forever because we were being kind of dumb about it, but the taping's easy. So you can see I took the trigger out. You really don't need to do that. I just did that because it's like one less thing that I have to tape, essentially. Tape up the top part, taped up this because it has skateboard tape on it, and then obviously your mag well, my red dot, and then the chamber, and then the interior of the slide. And then I have my Surefire's lens covered. I don't care if anything else gets taped. The barrel and the other internal parts, they're all out. So we don't have to worry about any of that. We did try to make a stencil and it was a pain. So we're not doing the stencil, but we're still going to attempt to achieve the same like woodland look. The problem with the stencil was when we were cutting it out of the plastic, I ran out of lighter fluid, so I couldn't heat up my knife to like cut it nice and curved. So it's just not working out, and it has to be really small to get it on here. So what we're gonna do in good M81 woodland fashion is start with a base coat of the green. So I wanna make sure before I start that like I only have to do this twice, one side and the other side. So I'm gonna have my slide this way. I'm just gonna make sure I get the top portion right, the back and the front here. The Surefire is pretty easy because I can pretty much hit all of it in one go. So we're gonna do that, and then we're gonna let that one sit because then we're gonna have to do something the other colors. There's really not a lot of consideration, but you cannot miss anything on your base coat, because if you do, you're not gonna be able to get it back once you start to apply any kind of cool patterns to it, anything like that. Just make sure you get everything. I'm kind of like doing the second coat as I go too. A part of the issue was the original paint job on it was wearing off from holster wear, which I guess is a good thing. And it means I get to have more fun painting my Glock. We'll let this dry, and then we're gonna add another. All right, so this side's dry. Go ahead and flip. I know I don't have any black for like the full M81, but I'm thinking we'll go a little bit more of like the striping and splotching. Plus it's rattle can, so like do whatever you want, just like in the rifle video. Golly, that's thick. But once again, who cares? Once this wears, it'll look even better. And eventually it'll be like the Cadillac Ranch.
Whoa.
All right, so base coat is done. I said we weren't gonna use the stencils, but we gave it a trial run and it actually looks decent. So what I'm gonna do now is use this for our tan. It looks rough, but you'll see on the first spray, which I'm just gonna show you right now what that looks like. And you don't need to use it all either. So like I'm gonna just get this corner, make sure I got Boom. And then a different one right here. The hard part is going to be these other side pieces. So I'm gonna not really worry about it too much just because this is a rattle can paint job. Dude, that looks crazy. Right, right. I was hoping that would happen actually. Oh, Asian squat. I will say if you're like trying to keep true to the M81 look, a lot of designs in the M81 are somewhat linear, like this bottom one. So keep those like horizontal and you'll have it a little bit closer to home. Now I don't want to be doing too much because the brown is gonna overlay this. All right, this one's gotta dry, then we'll do the other side. It's like a take thing. It's a timestamp. Miller Gold. All right, the brown. This is where it comes together. See, it looks cool, but it's like, yeah, but it's two colors, you know? It's like, it looks like a stupid Cerakote your dad bought you on like a PSA rifle right now. But we're about to make it look good. The brown is coming. So we're going to switch it up. I'm gonna turn this stencil different than the rest of this so that it's different.
Well. How the turntables.
Oh my gosh. Trust the process. This thing actually does have a different standoff. Dude, that's crazy. That already looks insane. Wow. Oh my gosh, this thing looks crazy. Look at that. This was hand drawn. This is not like actually the M81 pattern. It's just like, I looked at a picture and we started cutting out holes and this is what you get from it. So you can upsize that for your rifle. I mean, clearly it's gonna work. This side will dry and then we'll go ahead and hit the other side. So, black. One thing I'm trying to like keep in mind here is that the barrel is black, the RMR is black. This skateboard tape, which I've uncovered, is black. So as I go through right now, I'm going to make black in subtle areas. Not necessarily away from it, but just to make sure we're not overdoing any black. And we got this little thing, like I said before. And I'm basically just gonna combine it to get the black accents. Maybe I would be able to, oh yeah, see, that was, wow. Just the little stuff. All right, and see, that's all I wanna do here. It's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then like this little one is just barely there. So now that this side has a little bit of black, that actually looks phenomenal. I was kind of worried. This should dry as flat, but this isn't like a quick dry camo paint. It's just one that we found. So this one's gonna take a little more time than the other ones. We're gonna go ahead and move on to the slide. But yeah, once this set dries, we'll go ahead and show you guys. All right guys, so we gave it time to dry, but in good old impatient fashion, not all the way. As you can see, this thing turned out awesome. Right? All of that. Super clean. But like I said, we didn't give it all the time in the world. You can see where some of our fingerprints are starting to show. But, I mean, that's the whole idea, right? I don't care, it's a rattle can, right? So if you're interested in a paint job like this, just do it the way we did it. It's make a small stencil, a little lighter, a little bit of an X-Acto knife. You can make little curves and match some M81, and then just do what you're feeling. Like all of these paints were exactly what we were feeling. So boom, right there. We got the rifle painted, we got the pistol painted. This thing looks insane. Like I wish I just had a stand for you guys. All right guys, so if you like this video, go ahead, hit the like and subscribe button, and we'll see you guys in a future video.
Mm-hmm.